Hello, everybody. This is 1818 Mojo Street, also known as Mr. Mojo Street, also known as Chakra of Sight. Thank you for coming to my page once again. I hope everybody is in good company as well as good standing. Today, I will be doing a reading on what is his name? Sorry, Nature Boy, also known as Eligio Bishop. Um, Of course, we all know he's been in the news lately and, going through his trials and all that and being accused of different things and whatnot. So today I will be doing, well, this evening rather, I'm going to pull some cards just to see, what's coming up for him, how he's feeling, things like that. So we will go ahead and we'll get into it. All right? Okay. All right. Nature boy, nature boy. All right, everybody, let's see what we got. So the first card that comes out is the Son of Baskets, and of course I'm reading from the Hoodoo Tarot, like I was yesterday. But the first card, like I said, is the Son of Baskets. I hope y'all can see that it's not too blurry for you. So one of the first things that is definitely coming up, it's like it's a mixture of a couple of things. But the first one's coming up is him, still trying to prove his innocence in some way, shape, or form. But also in conjunction with that is him making some type of offering. And when I say offering, more like a deal, maybe a plea deal, or maybe something, along those lines, or something completely opposite to that. But with this first card, it definitely does. It talks about him making some kind of deal or trying to make, some kind of deal with the judge or whomever is in his legal counsel. So that's one of the first things that comes up. Okay, let's see what else is also coming up for Nature Boy in his case. Hmm. So the Three of Knives also comes up in this reading, and the Three of Knives is equivalent to the Three of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. So the Three of Knives, this is definitely talking about him facing not discipline, disappointment. But I don't know where that came from, but there's definitely some discipline coming along the way. But for the most part, right now, there is disappointment that is coming his way. Um, it definitely feels like a separation between him and whoever is in his corner, or whoever is in his corner right now. Kind of feels like he's going to be on like one end of everything, and then the other person or people are going to be on the opposite end of this spectrum, this case that he has going on. So he definitely has some disappointment coming his way. The Eight of Six is also coming up, which is the equivalent of the Eight of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. So this is also talking about him facing possibly some more opposition, other than what he's currently facing right now, but definitely other people, speaking out against him and saying, he did this, he did that, that sort of thing. Um, but definitely some opposition, some more oppositions coming his way, and it just looks like things are definitely going to get tougher for him, as everything progresses in his case. Daughter of Coins. So the Daughter of Coins is the equivalent to the Page of Pentacles. Yes, Page of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite Smith tarot, if I'm not mistaken. But with the Daughter of Coins, this talks about somebody, maybe a female, most likely trying to come up with some amount of money or trying to strike a deal monetarily on his behalf. So this is okay. This is more so along the lines of, I'm trying to, raise this money for him, trying to get this money together to, do XYZ thing for him. So there is a female that is definitely in his corner that if she hasn't already, she is going to try to come through for him financially. Okay. Let's see what else we got. What else he can expect coming his way. Okay. All right. The Seven of Coins also comes up in his reading. So this talks about him feeling like he's got to do things himself, but there's also this sense of I'm by myself. This sense of okay, how can I, make all this work out in my favor? What can I do individually, separate from everybody else? So what can I do to get things to help get myself to a better place? But this is definitely like talking about like solitude, his alone time, um, trying to see what strings he can pull to get things to work. But there is like, what's the word? This air of I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna figure it out as quickly as possible. Because he's very crafty. His mind is it's like it goes a thousand miles a minute. So he's always got some kind of plan in place, or he's putting a plan in place together to get himself to a better position, as opposed to where he's at right now. Okay. What else we got? The Father of Knives in reverse. Now, this card is very interesting because the previous card talks about him, trying to figure a way out of all this, trying to put a plan in place to get himself to a better position. But then with the Father of Knives in reverse, this talks about him possibly throwing in the towel. So this is like okay, I'm running out of options, I'm running out of ideas, things like that. So he may possibly throw in the towel and try not to look for a way out of this. It's almost like okay, I give up basically. Like what more can I do? What more is there for me to do? Okay. So let us see. Let's see how his fellow Carbonation members feel. Okay. Okay. So this will be talking about how his Carbonation members feel as a whole, the men and the women. Six of Coins coins in reverse. So this is interesting because this feels like okay, we've we've lost some money, along the way, in dealing with him. It does. Some of them feel like they need to do something to make some money, not necessarily for him, but more so for themselves, because it just feels like there's been a financial loss along the way in trying to get him to a better position or trying to, do something monetarily on his behalf or his benefit. So this Six of Coins is just like, we lost some money along the way. We need to get this money back. So it definitely feels like from their perspective, like okay, we can't do this money thing for him anymore. We gotta do something else. We gotta do something new. So that is their general consensus of how they all feel about him for the most part. Let's see. Let's see how he is feeling mentally at this moment. Got Yellow Jack in reverse. So right now it's like he's okay. It's like he's taking everything in, like mentally. So I asked Spirit, like, how is he doing mentally? So mentally, right now, it's like he's taking everything in. It feels like everything is starting, like reality-wise, everything is starting to hit him full force, and there's no way that he can dismiss it, deny it, any of that. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm really here. Like this is really going on and happening. So it feels like for the most part, while he's kept a put on a brave face for the most part. It also feels like, sorry y'all, the reality, his actual reality as it is right now, is really starting to sink in for him. Um, as far as like um, his environment, what everything looks like, feels like, smells like all those things are starting to close in on him. But yeah, that's where he is mentally, just really kind of taking everything in and realizing that everything is really surreal right now. Sorry, y'all. I need to do some cleaning up. Okay, so uh, I can't think of any other questions. Let's see, what can see about the judge's perspective in all this. What can Nature Boy expect from the judge presiding over his case? Spirit, what can Nature Boy, also known as Eligio Bishop, what can he expect from the judge presiding over his case? The Ten of Coins came out. So this is very interesting. So like what he can expect from the judge excuse me, presiding over his case. It's like a coming together. Like it's not just the judge, like it's other people in conjunction with the judge, like coming together on like I guess their final judgment or other, um, what's the word I want to use? I guess not just the final judgment, but just other things that they may have to say about Nature Boy. So this is definitely like, okay, well, what do you have to say, and what do you have to say? It's not just the judges say, but it's also, I'm guessing this may be like the jury, um, the other lawyer, the lawyer of the plaintiff or whomever. But this is definitely not just the judge saying something, but also other people in conjunction with the judge also, adding their own 2 cents and having something to say about it as well. So he can definitely, yeah, he can definitely expect to have um, the, and yeah, that's about it. Once again, thank y'all for coming to my page. I am 1818 Mojo Street, also known as Mr. Mojo Street, also known as Chakra of Sight. Peace and blessings and abundance to you all. Thank you so much.